Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Welcome, welcome. It's time for Own Again. And I want to welcome everybody. Come on in. Come on in. Let me know that you're seeing me. Let me know that you're hearing me. I have tried to do an auto set today, so hopefully you got a notification to join us at 5 o'clock. And it is 5 o'clock. So welcome to our weekly episode of Own Again. And yeah, we have some great topics today. I realized that this banner is hiding my shirt. So let me see if I can change something here. I don't think I can. So today is January 13th. And those of you who know, I am a member of the illustrious sorority, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. And today is our 108th Founders Day. So I am representing today. I wish you could see me better. There we go. Got my sweater on, got my pearls on, got my red and white. So I want to say happy Founders Day to all of my sorors who are joining me live. Those of you who are watching the replay, just say replay #108. And I'll look forward to shouting you back out when I see your comment. So I'm excited today. We have a topic that is so relevant as we have many, many sellers that are hitting the market. And we're going to talk about, should I fix it? But before we get to our topic today, I want to share some data about the market. If you saw the post that I put out yesterday on a variety of social media channels that I'm on, you would have seen the numbers for December. So as you know, the routine is, once the month is over, our board of realtors and the multiple list system that we use called Bright, they gather all those numbers together and then they publish them for us. And that is what the source of where the numbers come from that I worked hard to share with you. So I am going to share the numbers, but I want to take some time today to give you a little bit more insight into the Baltimore metropolitan area and what some of those numbers actually reflect. Okay, so righty. So in Baltimore City, you'll see we had about 1,100 homes that closed in December. The average sales price was around $325. There were actually about 1,000 or so homes on the market, and the average list price was $451,627. In the Baltimore County area for December, we had 1,749 homes that closed. The average sale price was $256,342. There were about 940 homes on the market, and the average list price was $211,553. So, what does all that mean? What I'd like to do is talk more about 5 things to know about the median sale price. And I'm going to just highlight a couple of them. This comes in a report to us. I'm going to reference the report so I can make sure you get the accurate numbers. So in Baltimore metropolitan area, we had the highest sales price, higher than 2019. So our median sale price in the Baltimore metropolitan area was up $25,000 more than it was in 2019. So that tells you that the trend in sales prices are going up. Another thing that was noteworthy in December was that we had detached homes. So we talk about the styles of home, townhomes, detached homes. The detached homes that sold were up about $37,000. So that was about 9% increase in the price of detached homes. And that landed an average sales price of about $17,000 more than it normally would have been when we compare it to 2019. Another piece of information, those of you who are familiar with the Baltimore area, we have a part of Baltimore County in Baltimore City, actually it's in the city, Brooklyn. And in Brooklyn, which is close to Cherry Hill, area of Baltimore City, those prices rose 20%. They were up $30,000. So if you're following the news and you're following what's going on with respect to investment real estate and commercial, there's a lot of development going on near Brooklyn, kind of in the Westport area. So the prices on those homes are increasing. So when you're looking to try to make a decision about whether it's a purchase or a sales, you do want to keep abreast of other development that's going on in the area, whether it's commercial and or some investments. So the last piece I want to talk about with respect to sales prices, that December reported a new 10-year high for the month. So townhome sale prices rose 15%. So they were about 33% higher than they have been in the last 10 years, although the overall sales for townhomes were a little bit low. So when we give you these statistics, oftentimes they're very general, and then we need to drill down. And that's one of the reasons you want to talk with me if you are looking to sell, because we really want to focus in on your community and what's going on near you. So in terms of sales, despite the pandemic, despite the fact that in 2020, we were in a pandemic about 8 months out of the year, real estate, as you know, was booming. So Anne Arundel County was one of the hottest counties in our metropolitan area, and they had about 1,200 more home sales in 2020 than we had in 2019. Is that like amazing? Carroll County also had some increase in sales. And more notably, because these are the areas that I tend to focus in Baltimore County, the townhome sales hit a new record in December of 330 homes. So we had about a 31% increase in townhome sales. So we were doing a lot of sales in December, and Baltimore County was booming. One more piece of information, and if you'd like to get this report, I am happy to send it over to you. It's about an 8-page PDF, so just message me directly, and I'm happy to send that over to you. If I can find a way to put the link in the comments below this particular Facebook Live, I'll do that as well. In terms of pending sales, which means a house isn't active, it's under contract, so the sale is pending. So a little bit about that. Baltimore County did see a lot of new pending home sales, and the area of Parkville, those levels rose about 12%. So in Parkville, there were about 126 homes that were under contract. Anne Arundel was pretty high during the month of December. And as you know, despite COVID and all of the impact that that pandemic had on us, the new pending home sales in the third quarter hit a record. So we had an increase of about 15% of the homes that were under contract. So in order for a home to be under contract in December, that meant that shoppers or buyers were out there in the market September and October and November looking for homes. And that also meant that sellers had their homes on the market during that time. So I'd like to back into how these numbers come about, because we had to have had sellers on the market selling their homes, and we had to have buyers out there on the market making multiple offers over and over again until they could get a house under contract. So that's a little bit about what was going on in the Baltimore metropolitan marketing. As I said, this is our December 2020 Baltimore Metro Market Activity Report that came out January 7th. So I'm going to work hard to post that in the comments. And if not, if you'd like to get that detailed information, just message me and I'm happy to send the PDF over to you. So today's topic is, should I fix it? Should I fix it? So you have a home to sell and you are trying to figure out whether or not you should fix something. Should you work hard on preparing your home in a particular kind of way to get it ready for the market. So you say, should I fix it? Well, we're going to talk about 3 things to consider when you're looking to put your home on the market and you're wondering, what should I do to my home to make it as attractive to buyers as possible and probably stay within my budget? So the first thing you want to consider is, what's the condition of competing homes for sale? And that means, who else is on the market? What other homes are on the market similar to mine in my neighborhood, maybe within a 1-mile radius? Who's going to help you with that? Me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at the homes that are currently on the market. And what status would that be? Drop it in the chat. If you know what that status will be, just let me know. I'd love to know that you are pretty savvy about what's going on in the market. So if I'm going to tell you what's the condition of the competing homes that are for sale in your market, I'm looking at what kind of listings. Am I looking at active listings? Am I looking at under contract? Or am I looking at sold properties? Just drop it in the chat. Hey, Susie, good to see you. Thank you for joining in from the Windy City. When you get a minute, just drop a comment in the chat. Let us know if it's a seller's market or a buyer's market in Chicago. And I want to go ahead and welcome one of my new real estate colleagues. Hey, Pat, thanks for joining us in from sunny Florida. And let me know too, are you in a buyer's market in Florida, in the area where you represent, or are you in a seller's market? So once again, if you guys are joining me for the first time, I am using StreamYard. So before you leave a comment, please do grant StreamYard permission to see your name so that we can speak directly to you. So once again, what's the condition of competing home sales? So I didn't see any responses in the box, but we're going to look at active properties. So I'm going to go into the multiple list. I'm going to see what is actively on the market that's similar to your home. So if you have a condo, I'm going to look at condos. If you have a townhome, I'm going to look at townhomes. If you have a detached 4-bedroom, 2-car garage, I'm going to look for homes that are similar to that. So what we want to do is we want to consider, who are you going to compete with? Sometimes what's been happening here in the Baltimore metropolitan area, there is nobody that our sellers are competing with because there are very few homes on the market, or there's just 1 or 2. So for a seller to make a strategic decision about what to fix, they want to see who's out there. What do their homes look like? What are the remarks on the multiple list when that home is being advertised? Is there a new heating, HVAC, I always mess that up, heating, air conditioning, ventilation system? Is it new? Is the roof new? Did they just renovate the kitchen? So you want to look at the condition of the competing homes. What are they like and how will they compare to yours? So that's the first thing you want to consider. The second thing as a seller that you want to consider is it a hot market? Is it a cold market? Or is it a neutral real estate market? Now, based on the statistics I just shared with you, which one do you think we have going on here in the Baltimore market? Just drop it in the chat. Do you think we have a hot real estate market? Is it a cold market, or is it neutral? Because January is pretty similar to what was going on the last quarter of 2020. So just go ahead and let me know what you think. Is it a hot market, a cold, or are we in a neutral real estate market? So that is something that sellers need to consider. Are homes flying off the market? Are they taking 60, 90, 120 days to get a contract? Or is it taking even longer for it to sell? And those are some of the things you want to consider. If you brought me to your home and you said, hey, Gersha, I'm interested in selling my house, aside from me looking at what's available in terms of what's active that would be competing with your property, I'm also going to look at, hey, let's see, how quickly are these homes selling? And in Baltimore metropolitan area right now, they're moving very, very fast. We're seeing homes go under contract anywhere from 1 to about 10 days. So it's a hot market, and our sellers are going to use that information to make a decision about what they're going to sell, what they're going to fix. Okay. The third piece that you want to consider as you decide whether or not you want to fix something is, what is the likelihood of the return on your investment? I get that question a lot. Sellers will say to me, well, what if I replaced all my hardwood floor? What if I refinished my hardwood floor? What if I renovated my kitchen? What if I changed the countertops? What if I updated my bathroom? Do you think it's really worthwhile for me to put new sod outside? Do you think it's worthwhile for me to mulch and trim the trees and really work on my curb appeal? And there are going to be some standard things that every seller wants to do. Curb appeal is super important. I have a listing that's coming up on the market for Friday. We've already put in the multiple list. It's coming soon. And you know what's happening? It started yesterday. Cars are driving by. There is a sign on the lawn. It's in the multiple list that's coming soon. So if those buyers are working with a realtor, the realtor is able to notify them, hey, there's a house close by. It meets all of your criteria. Drive by and check out the curb appeal. So the seller needed to make sure that the home was attractive from the curb. What did that mean? Remove the Christmas decoration, fluff up the mulch, add new mulch, put some stones in the driveway, power wash the back, clear off the deck, put a brand new cover on the grill and the smoker. Those are the types of things that you got to do anyway. Because yes, buyers do consider the outside of the home as they make plans to take a look on the inside. So there are going to be some things you want to generally do. But the question is, what should I fix and what should I invest in? So I'm not sure if you're going to see this as clearly as I would like you to, but this is a report from the National Association of Realtors, and it was published in 2019. And it's the remodeling impact on a variety of different projects. The top talks about 3 top joy score projects. So there's a kitchen renovation, a closet renovation, and a full interior paint job. And which ones do you think are the biggest ones that buyers will actually look for, which means sellers need to really consider these. The ones that got the top score is what you see here. Kitchen renovation got 10 out of 10, closet renovation 10 out of 10, and the full interior paint job. Now, I have talked to sellers who may have one orange room or a purple room because they happen to be a Ravens fan, and they say, well, I'll paint the purple room. I'll tell you, you're going to get the biggest bang for your buck, the biggest return on your investment if you paint the entire full interior paint job. You want to paint your entire home to look as fresh and as neutral as possible. So you'll notice that most homes that are on the market are going to be in the neutral family, and that just gives the buyer the comfort to know that, wow, I'm going to walk in pretty much on a blank slate. I can make it how I'd like to make it. But you want to invest in ensuring that you have a full interior paint job. That kitchen renovation, it could be a big ticket. It may not be something you want to undertake, but there could be some small things you can do. You may be able to change your countertops out. You may be able to change the knobs on your cabinets. You may be able to change the flooring. So consider some of those. If the full kitchen renovation is not in the budget, what are some small things that you could do? Now, the return on investment is the piece that most folks want to know. If I sink this amount of money into my property, will I get it back in the sales price? Well, if you can see down below, we gave you the top 3 return on investment projects. And the number one, I just saw it as I was walking my dog down the street just a few moments ago. Somebody today, and it only takes one day, got a brand new roof. So new roofing gives you 107% return on your investment. Now, I'm working with a seller whose home is going on the market Friday, brand new roof December. What do you think sellers are, what do you think buyers are going to think when they see a new roof? Roofs are one of the biggest ticket items in a home, and they're going to get a sigh of relief. Oh my gosh, I don't have to replace the roof for another 20 years. So new roofing gives you 107% return on your investment. The next one on here are hardwood floors, new hardwood floors. Now, We have a lot of different flooring available in the market today. There is LVT, luxury vinyl tile. Sometimes I'll go into a property and I'm not even sure if it's hardwood or not. I actually have to touch it. On pictures, sometimes it's even hard to tell. But if a seller took the time to put new hardwood floors into a property, they're looking to see about 106% of the return on their investment. So this is one of the items when you say, should I fix the flooring? Yes, you should. If you have carpet and it is not in great shape and you aren't able to afford hardwood floors, please do put brand new carpet in, neutral carpet, so that it can be attractive when buyers come in. And then the third return on investment project was to refinish the hardwood floors you already have. So if you have a home and you're usually around the 60s and older that already had original hardwood floors in there, it's really going to be important if you work hard to refinish those. Sometimes when you take the carpet up, I'll never forget, my parents had a 50s house, and when the carpet was removed to refinish the hardwood, it was beautiful, because you do remember there was a period of time where many, many families covered up their hardwood and put carpet. So was preserved for about 20, 30 years. So if you could refinish your hardwood floors, you're looking to see about a 100% return on that investment. So any questions about what you might want to fix as you consider moving forward to prepare your home for the market? And so, although I'm speaking to sellers, I know that buyers, as they walk into properties today, they are looking at kitchens, they are considering the roof, they are looking at the flooring. So please, please, if you're looking to put your home on the market as a seller, definitely consider these three pieces. If you have any questions and you weren't able to drop it in the chat during the live, please do drop it in the chat. I'll make sure to respond to it when I go back later today or early tomorrow. Okay? Excellent. So I want you guys to join us in our Facebook group if you would like to own again. So if you owned a property in the past, we now have a Facebook group called Own Again. If you go to gershaporter.com, it'll take you straight to that Facebook group. And we're going to be working in there to give you some guidance, some tidbits, some nuggets on mindset, motivation, and money, so we can get you on your way to owning again. And if you would like to be coached, book a call with me if you want to own again. I am rolling out my one-on-one coaching program where I'll be working with you one-on-one to get you from being a renter to an owner again. So I have a link. I'll make sure to put that in the chat so you can quickly click on that, schedule a time to talk with me for about 30 minutes, and I'll let you know what we have coming down the pike for our one-on-one coaching. Looking forward to helping you and guiding you to get to own again. So remember, every Wednesday, I'll be here on Facebook Live at 5 o'clock with a different topic for buyers, for sellers, for those of you who are looking to own again. And I am still involved in the 1,000 Black Families Initiative, where we're working really hard to get to get home buyers, despite their credit, through a 90-day process to own a home again. So if you haven't already, please do like and follow my Facebook business page for the Premier Homes, and you'll be notified when we go live again. So thank you again for joining me today on our weekly Facebook Live. And if you have any questions, thanks so much. I appreciate you joining us, Pat, and the tips that you were able to glean from today's live. Don't forget, let me know, is the market hot down there in Florida? Is it neutral or is it cold? Let me know when you get a moment. Same thing for you, Susie, over there in Chicago. I love to just kind of keep tabs on what's going on all around the metropolitan area. So thank you again for joining me today for this live. Look forward to seeing you next week. And those of you who have any additional questions, all right, I see that comment. It is on fire over there in Florida. So as you continue to have a topic that you might want me to cover as well, please let me know that. Send me a message. let me know that you'd like to find out some more information about something else in the real estate area. So thank you again for joining us for our Facebook Live for Own Again. And I will look forward to seeing you next week. Have a great evening. Bye bye.